Hello and welcome everyone to the Polity Primer series of Drishti IAS English. My name is Pragya. In the previous episode of Polity Primer, we were discussing about the 101st Constitutional Amendment Act, which introduced the Goods and Services Tax in India. And in today's episode, we are going to discuss yet another significant and important constitutional amendment, which has given the constitutional status to the National Commission for Backward Classes. So, we'll be talking about in our today's session of the (102nd) Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay, so in this discussion, we are firstly going to examine what is the 102nd Constitutional Amendment. Then we are also going to understand the constitutional changes that has been introduced in our Indian Constitution through this amendment. And lastly, we are going to discuss some of the important questions from the perspective of your prelims examination. But before I begin with my session today, I would like to inform all of you about the holy special discount that we are running on IAS GS Foundation, that is live and online. So you can get 40% flat discount on this course. And this is technically the second last day of availing this discount, okay, because the discount will end on 24th March. And to avail this discount, you can click on the link that is given in the description box below or download the Drishti Learning app for availing of this golden opportunity. And the EMI facility is also available on this IAS GS live and online course. Now let us begin with our session today. So basically, the Honorable Supreme Court of India in the historic Maratha quota judgment has held by a majority of 3:2 that the states do not have any kind of power to identify socially and educationally backward classes. The power lies with the Parliament after the enactment of the 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act. So this brings us to the moot point of our today's discussion, that what exactly is this 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act. So see, the Parliament of India realized that yes, the backward classes also need reforms. They need a body to redress their grievances. And that is why this Constitutional Amendment Act was brought in the year 2018, so that it could give the constitutional status to the National Commission for Backward Classes. Before this, NCBC was a statutory body under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So finally, it was realized that yes, the socially and educationally backward classes in India, apart from reservation, also needs upliftment, okay, also needs the equitable distribution of resources. And that is why they made this NCBC a constitutional body, so that it can redress all of the grievances of the backward classes of community. Moving forward, let us examine the constitutional provisions that have been introduced through this amendment in the Indian Constitution. So basically, it introduced Article 338 Clause B in our Indian Constitution, and it lays down the provisions for establishing a National Commission for Backward Classes for the welfare of economically and socially backward classes, okay. And it also lays down the functions of NCBC, the composition of NCBCs. So basically, the NCBC consists of 5 members. The 5 members are the chairperson, vice chairperson, and 3 other members. And all these 5 members are appointed by the President of India. Under his warrant and seal. So this all of these provisions have been laid down under Article 338 Clause B of our Indian Constitution. Moving forward, let us examine the functions of the National Commission for Backward Classes. So the first and the foremost major important function that is performed by the National Commission for Backward Classes is grievance redressal. So if the backward classes community has any kind of grievances, they can directly approach the National Commission for Backward Classes. Apart from this, the commission investigates and monitors all matters relating to the safeguards provided for the socially and educationally backward classes under the constitution or under any other law, and to evaluate the working of such safeguards. So we all know that yes, they have some major constitutional rights that are given to them and major legal rights under other laws that are given to them. So basically, it is the function of the NCBC to foresee that yes, they are getting these constitutional safeguards and the safeguards are working properly for them. Okay. It participates and advises on the socio-economic development of the socially and educationally backward classes and to evaluate the progress of their development under the union and under any kind of state. So, are you able to recall something? Is this not something which is very similar to the NCSC? That is the National Commission for Scheduled Caste, and the NCST, that is the National Commission for Scheduled Tribes. So yes, all of these constitutional bodies perform a very similar functions in nature. Moving forward, then again it can present a report to the president annually and at such other times as the commission may deem fit. Okay. The president lays down such reports before each houses of the parliament, and in case of the state legislature, the report is forwarded to the governor, who then in turns lays down in before the report before the state legislatures. Moving forward, NCBC has to discharge such other functions in relation to the protection, welfare and development and advancement of the socially and educationally backward classes, as the president may, subject to the provisions of any law made by the parliament, by rule specify. So apart from the functions that are mentioned under Article 338 Clause B, they can perform various other kinds of functions which the president time and again specifies, and it has all the power of a civil court in matters of trying a suit. So basically it can call a person, it can summon a document, it can examine the case. So all of these powers which are available to the civil courts are also available to the National Commission for Backward Classes while instituting a suit or while trying the suit. Okay. Moving forward, it also introduced Article 342 Clause A. Okay, and it mandates that the president, in consultation with the state governors, is responsible for declaring a list of socially and educationally backward classes for each state and the union territory. So, whose prerogative is this? It is completely the prerogative of the president to determine the NCBC, that is the socially and educationally backward classes, and that is why in the historic Maratha quota judgment, the Honorable Supreme Court laid down that no, the state do not have the power to determine who is the SCBC. Okay, it is completely the power of the President of India to determine. Okay, once this central list is established, only Parliament holds the power to make changes to it through legislation, and this is akin to the process for amending the SC and ST list. Okay, so basically the Supreme Court was very clear that no, the states do not have the power to alter or change the central list. It is only the prerogative of the Parliament. Neither the state has the power to determine who is socially and educationally backward. Okay, because this is a power that is given exclusively to the President of India by 102nd Amendment in Article 342 Clause A. And that is why this 102nd Amendment was the focal point in the Maratha quota stir. So with this, we come to a conclusion of our today's discussion. We have seen the 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act. We have seen the National Commission for Backward Classes. We have seen its composition, we have seen its function. We have also understood that yes, who determines who is socially and educationally backward in India? So it is the president who has the power to alter the central list for OBCs, SCs and STs, the Parliament of India. Now let us proceed further and discuss the previous practice question which I asked you in my previous session. So the question was, consider the following items. Number 1, cereal grains hulled. Number 2, chicken eggs cooked. Number 3, fish processed and canned. And number 4, newspapers containing advertising material. So, which of the above items are exempted under GST, that is the goods and services tax? Your options were, option A was 1 only. Option B was 2 and 3 only. Option C was 1, 2 and 4 only. And option D was 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, your correct answer is going to be option C, 1, 2 and 4 only. So, cereal grains hulled and chicken eggs cooked and newspapers containing advertisement materials are exempted from the goods and services tax. Moving forward, let us discuss the practice questions from our today's session. So the question is, consider the following organizations, bodies in India, and this is a PYQ that has been asked in the year 2023. So your options are, option A is the National Commission for Backward Classes, option 2 is the National Human Rights Commission, option 3 is the National Law Commission, and option 4 is the National Consumer Redressal Commission. How many of the above are constitutional bodies? So your option A is only 1, option B is only 2, option C is only 3 and option D is all 4. So your correct answer is only 1, and that is the National Commission for Backward Classes. After the enactment of the 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act is a constitutional body. It is no longer a statutory body, and all of these other commissions are statutory bodies. Moving forward, the question is, consider the following statements. Your statement number 1 is NCBC is a constitutional body. Your statement number 2 is Shri Hansraj Ganganam Ahir is the current chairperson of NCBCs. So, which of the following statements given above are correct? Your options are, option A is 1 only, option B is 2 only, option C is both 1 and 2, and option D is none of the above. And this answer will be given by you to me in the comment box below. I hope this session was insightful for you. I wish you all a very happy Holi. May God fill your life with colors, and wherever you are in life, don't forget to fight for the good over evil. This is the message that the festival of Holi sends us, okay? So even if you are not an officer, I don't think so this is going to happen, okay? I wish all of you clear the exams, but wherever you are in life, always fight for the good, okay, over evil. If you like today's discussion, kindly like the video and subscribe to our channel for more such interesting updates. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.